Welcome back to the Daily Beat. We begin now in Colombia, where 76 people were killed when their plane crashed this morning near Medellin. Among the passengers was a top Brazilian soccer team who were on their way to a match. The plane reportedly suffered electrical problems and declared an emergency before it went down. Officials say 5 people have survived.
It's unfortunate to have to confirm the accident of the plane the players were traveling in. We are following the whole deployment of necessary crews, who are also from Medellin, firefighters, ambulances, the hospital network, everything that needs to be done. And the important thing here is to see, because there is information that there are survivors, and the important thing is to save lives. That comes first. So we, of course, are here, and it's just something very, very sad. Our complete solidarity goes out to their families, their friends, their country, and we'll be here. It is very sad, very unfortunate.
And we are joined now from Rio de Janeiro by journalist George Powell. Thank you so much for joining us today, George. So what are some of the latest details coming out about this crash?
Well, the latest details is, as you heard there, 81 people on board, 76 have now been confirmed killed. Initially, there were 6 survivors. However, one of them, according to local authorities, later died in hospital. Of those 5 survivors, 3 are from the Chapecoense Football Club, a defender, a goalkeeper, and a backup goalkeeper, as well as an air steward and a well-known and popular Brazilian journalist, all confirmed to have been killed. So Brazil really has woken up to tragic news this morning.
What is the feeling there in Brazil? Has this really brought the morale of the country down?
Absolutely. Brazil is going through a tough time as it is, and so to have this news, people have really taken to social media, Facebook, Twitter, to express their sympathy and support for the families. Football clubs from around the country as well have been expressing their sympathy and their support for the families of these players from this relatively small football club in the south of Brazil.
And can you tell us anything about the reasons for the crash? Any details released in that regard?
Well, last contact with the plane is reported to have been at around 2200 local time yesterday evening, and all that's being said so far is that it was an electrical failure. Obviously, as the investigation gets underway in the coming days and weeks, there'll be more details on this. I can say that where the plane crashed outside Medellin is a very mountainous region. There was heavy rainfall and heavy fog, which meant that Air Force helicopters couldn't get in to aid with the rescue effort. But rescue teams are still on site, hoping to find further survivors.
I see. George Powell, thank you so much for joining us today from Rio.